What's up, guys? Darth Slagle here. I got to get the shirt in there, along with Princess Leia. So we're here to do a video again. Great news coming out with Star Wars. So there's apparently, hopefully, going to be an Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I'll get to that in a minute. About the series part. This is great news. Bringing Ewan McGregor back, reprising the role of Obi-Wan Kenobi at a time that he's the age that it's perfect, the perfect time for him to fill in that gap of some unknown things that may have happened. We can only speculate on what the story would be, what the different things were that he did. I am curious as to whether all of this stuff in this series is going to be new material, or if they will, sort of bring in some of the things that took place in the animated series. If they'll, cherry pick, whatever you want to call it, steal some of those things, so to speak, and bring it to film rather than the animated series. Even things like that. I thought, I loved it in Rebels, the duel or the final meeting between Maul and Obi-Wan. Awesome, on screen thing, but wouldn't it have been great to see it in a movie, like live action. But yeah, anyway, great news for Star Wars. Disney is definitely taking a step in the right direction with this. I think this is something that all the fans would enjoy. I think it's something that could begin to heal some wounds, depending on what they do with it. It could definitely. I'm not going to use the term fix, but it could definitely heal some wounds. Now, that being said, and the great news behind that, I'm not 100%, well, I feel 100% positive that they're going to do this at some point. Am I going to put my money on it until Lucasfilm, Disney actually comes out and makes an official announcement? No, I'm not. It would be great, like I said, but we had heard before that there was confirmation there was going to be a movie, and even supposed confirmation that there was going to be a Boba Fett movie. So we know that those things supposedly were canceled because of Solo, but there was also never really any real confirmation that they were going to happen. But seems like this series is going to be a thing, which is good. So now I'm going to move on to a YouTuber by the name of John Matrix. I'm sure if you're a Star Wars fan that watches YouTube videos, you know who he is. I have to say that he actually did, over the last couple of days, he did a couple of positive videos that I was glad to see. Good videos. I commented on them for him. Hey, great to see, some positive content, But, he did that with the news for the Obi-Wan series. His video. In his video, he actually said, this is something I could get behind. This is something I could really get behind. And that's awesome. Like I said, for Star Wars or Lucasfilm and Disney, rather, to be able to mend those wounds, that would be great. And get some people behind Star Wars again. These people that they've lost, if they could, get them back behind Star Wars again, other than trying to make, money off the negative videos that they put out about Star Wars is dead and dying, gone. They're killing it. They're intentionally killing Star Wars, and um, he did like I said, he did a positive video saying he could get behind it. Then today, he has to come out and says, that I'm not going to go there, but he has a reveal, so to speak. He reveals that he has discovered the reason why they are going to do an Obi-Wan series. He's discovered why they're going to do it. I mean, how did you discover this? It's like a secret, like a reveal, like TMZ does. John Matrix, I'm sure that you're a really great guy, but you're not inventing the wheel here. It's no secret why they're doing an Obi-Wan series or movie or any of the movies that they do. They all do it to make money. And they're not making money right now on merchandise. That's no secret. That's not a reveal. That's not news, man. That's, it's nothing, they're doing it because even though people like you and Jeremy don't want to believe it, they do actually listen. Lucasfilm and Disney does listen, and they're not in business to make films that people hate. They didn't actually think that people were going to hate The Last Jedi, which is kind of scary in a way. I do agree. But they didn't spend the money that they did on a movie like that hoping that people were going to be pissed off and not buy the merchandise, not go see it, not go repeatedly see it like most Star Wars fans do. But they have listened, and because they have listened, they've done their homework. They didn't just sit down after The Last Jedi and Solo and go like, oh, well, this didn't work. Let's change this. Let's do this, and here's our next movie. It doesn't work like that. It takes months, sometimes years, to actually sit down and get a plan. When us people out here in life go buy a house, you don't just wake up one day and say, hey, I'm going to go buy a damn house. You have to financially plan on it. Well, when you're putting millions and millions and millions of dollars into a movie, you don't just, okay, well, this is what we're going to do. Let's go do it. You have to plan your actions out of how you're going to do that. They tried it to begin with The Force Awakens and all that, this new sequel trilogy, and they've learned their lesson from it. They're not going to do that again. They're learning from their mistakes, and they're listening to the fans. They're listening to the fans. That is why they're making an Obi-Wan movie or series, because they're listening to the fans, the bulk of the fans, not the ones that like The Last Jedi. The thing about it is that, y'all just have to try to take something good, even something good for Star Wars, and turn it into something negative so that you can make your videos and try to get your views. I'll say this again, and I don't even know the guy's name that does Star Wars Theory. Don't know him, never met him, but he has the best channel, the most subscribers, the most views. I mean, he can do a live stream and have more people on his live stream than, I've literally seen him do a live stream with 25,000 viewers. All right, that says something about the content that he puts out. That's something that you negative channels want to bitch about with Star Wars, the new sequel trilogy. You don't like the content of it. Fine. You know, that's the same thing. You know, if you're putting out mediocre content, you're only going to have mediocre views. You want to have more views, put out better material. Do something similar to what he does. He has the formula. You know, he's not a fan of The Last Jedi, but he doesn't, you know, post everything that he posts isn't negative. It's not really, honestly, almost nothing that he posts is negative. He doesn't get on that bandwagon of, you know, oh, woe is me, you know, they're trying to kill Star Wars and, you know, all the SJW stuff, which I think all of that is a bunch of BS. It's wrong. But man, it's just nauseating that you can do a good video, you know, positive, and then literally the next day you revert and go back to the negative crap that honestly, man, only people with a negative mindset want to hear that, you know. But, you know, I guess that's the way it is, you know. Birds of a feather flock together. So all the people that flock to your channel or to Geeks and Gamers, they're all, you know, pissing their pants, whiners about everything that's going on, even when it's something good. You know, even when it's something good like Obi-Wan series coming out. Yeah, that's great. That's something I could get behind. But I know why they're really doing this, you know, because the sales are just declining rapidly, and they're doing this. Woe is me, and everything's going to crap, and you know, yeah, of course they know that. You know, they're the ones that, you know, they're the ones that get to see the bottom line, dude. You know, it's like I said, you're not inventing the wheel here. This not news. You know. But anyway, well, yeah, guys, leave a thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you don't. Like I said, either way. And leave a comment. Tell me, what do you guys think some of the content for an Obi-Wan series should be? Not what do you think it will be, or, you know, what do you think they're going to actually do? We don't know that. But what would you like to see in an Obi-Wan series? What are some circumstances or interactions, you know, would you like to see Liam Neeson come in and reprise his role as Qui-Gon as a Force ghost and talk to Obi-Wan or something like that? The duel between Maul and Obi-Wan, you know, things that we've already seen, or some new things that we haven't seen. You know, somebody come up with something new and throw it out there. You never know who's going to see it. Yeah, but drop a comment, guys, and subscribe to get more videos. And remember, I don't do this for the money. I don't make anything on these videos. I don't monetize anything. I do it for Star Wars and Princess Leia. See you guys.